It may be legal, but it's still a drug. Be safe, be sensible, know your limits. Alcohol is a drug too. Think before you drink. The purpose of this presentation is to help you understand the impact that alcohol does to you. This may bring your thoughts into thinking that people should make safe choices about drinking. This is a world full of opportunity, as many people say. My goal is to provide you with information which will enable you to inform choices in relation to safe alcohol consumption, and that drinking age in Australia be raised from 18 years old to 21 years old. Did you know, according to the Australian Government Department of Health, one standard drink always contains the same amount of alcohol regardless of container size or alcohol type, that is beer, wine, or spirit. An Australian standard drink contains 10 grams of liquid. By checking standard drinks, you can stay informed concerning the amount you are drinking and how that thinks about to the Australians' rule to decrease well-being dangers from drinking alcohol. Remember, it's not how many drinks you have, it's how much alcohol you consume. There has been statistics of young people drinking, effects caused in the body from drinking alcohol, and health statistics infographic. Here are some you can have a look at. Alcohol can affect a number of the body system, including cardiovascular system, raised pulse, harm to the heart muscle, stroke, nervous system, mind harm, and nerve harm. Alcohol is a drug that influences your coordination, self-control, judgment, and response time. Gastrointestinal system, stomach aggregation and bleeding, liver, cancer, liver failure, and liver toxication. Endocrine system is the issues controlling blood sugar and reduced fertility. And finally, nutrition, which is unhealthiness and obesity. Let's just focus on one part where alcohol mostly affects, which is your brain. Surprised? Your brain is still developing till around 20 to 25 years old, which is why the legal age for drinking should be raised from 18 to 21 years old. This is why we need to be extremely careful because alcohol can do irreversible damage to your brain. For instance, drinking influences your cerebral cortex, which controls our senses, making you less talkative, self-confident, and socially restrained. Moreover, drinking to intoxication can place you into circumstances that may be dangerous, embarrassing, or which you might later on cry. Every time you drink, you are in danger of making mischief yourself or others. Dangerous and/or high-hazard drinking can bring both short and long-term harms. Dangers connected with short-term damages can incorporate quick well-being and social issues. For example, injuries from violence, road accident, trauma-related administration to healing center crisis divisions, alcohol harming social and individuals such as the effect on families and social embarrassment, loss of valuable items, for instance phone or wallet, and even having unprotected sex. On the other hand, the long-term harms include social issues, for example investigating more energy drinks than seeking up to different interests, brain harm, including powerlessness to learn and recollect things, depression and self-destructive thoughts, the improvement of endless illness, including a few cancers and heart disease, and much more. Yet there are three different levels of risk associated with drinking, both short-term and long-term. Low-risk levels characterize a level of drinking at which there is an insignificant danger of harm. High levels are those at which the danger of damage is fundamentally expanded past any conceivable advantage. According to the Australian Government Department of Health, high-risk drinking levels are those at which there is a generous danger of genuine damage or more, which hazard keeps on expanding quickly. Let me explain even further, for your benefit. Alcohol enters the body and winds up in the stomach, which is around 20% absorbed quickly, and the other 80% is investigated in the small intestine. The heart then pumps assimilated alcohol to all aspects of the body, including the factory sensory system in the mind. This is the reason after one drink you feel lightheaded and relaxed. Alcohol acts primarily on the nerve cells within the brain and interferes with communication between the nerve cells and all other cells, slowing everything down. What's more is the reason when we drink little amount of alcohol, we encounter the impact of alcohol in our feeling, judgment, balance, memory, and outrage levels. So be careful when drinking because an overdose happens when a dangerous measure of drugs is taken. Substance can bring damages when an excessive amount of alcohol and illegal drugs is taken. Therefore, overdose situation proves that drinking is unsafe, and at least raising the drinking age to 21 years old might be a better situation as the brain develops and becomes more mature. As was mentioned earlier, some reasons of why drinking alcohol is dangerous for young people is alcohol can cause car crashes and other deadly accidents, makes a few individuals gets violent, damages the developing brain by killing off brain cells, and lastly, young people who drink will probably explore different values regarding different medication and much more. Thank you for your time and I hope you enjoyed the video.